Get undressed on camera. Hey, remember when I said that I was going to try to do a monthly video like this where it was like highly edited content and not just stream compilations, and I didn't do it because I just didn't have time or motivation or whatever? Well, lucky for you, I'm just in time for the end of March. It is currently April 3rd, so we're going to do a Soulsborne tier list. I've played every single one. I've beaten all but one, and I think I have some things I'm gonna say that are gonna make people mad, and I'm excited. So let's just get into it. No, I did not get a haircut. I'm just using a beanie to hide it. It's still a disaster, so don't worry. Yeah, let's get into that. Here we go. I'm excited. This is gonna make people hopefully people either understand or they're gonna be really mad. So let's find out. All right, so up first, we're gonna just knock out Demon Souls. Specifically, I'm gonna do the PS5 one first because that's the one that I've played. I literally bought a PS5 for this game, okay? The only reason I wanted a PS5 was for this, because I have the PS3 Demon Souls. It doesn't work. At least when it was online. I haven't tried it since it's been taken offline. I don't know if there's something wrong with the game or my PS3 or what it is, but I could play it for about 30 minutes and then it would get stuck on a loading screen and I'd have to close the game, restart the game, and then play again for another maybe 20-30 minutes, and then it would just freeze again. And no other game has given me this issue except for Skate 3. Skate 3 used to do that too on the PS3. I don't know if my PS3 is just funky. I did buy it and it was dirty as shit and I took it apart and cleaned it, but I don't even know if that was enough. So something might be up with the PS3, wouldn't surprise me. But PS5 Demon Souls, really good remake. Very good. They ruined the music a little bit. Kinda, which is unfortunate because it's a lot of very generic Lord of the Rings sounding music now, where the first ones was really, or the originals was very unique. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not a music person. I like the bips and the bops. I don't know, but I'm gonna throw the PS5 Demon Souls in A, and the original Demon Souls would probably be up there as well, but just because I can't play it and it caused me so many issues, I'm just putting it in B. I know it's a good game, like I know it's no worse than the PS5 version, but I just specifically, I can no play it. It just doesn't work. I don't know why. So there's that. Alright, next, I just have this here for the trilogy. I'm just gonna use it. It's the Dark Souls Trilogy Steelbook thing. I didn't really have to bring every game in here. I just wanted to bring in the ones I own. I do own Sekiro, but I just forgot to bring it, so whatever. So Dark Souls 1. This is my favorite game ever made. To me, this is like peak. It's rough around the edges, and it's not perfect, but there's a lot about it where I can just see the heart and soul that went into it. It really feels like what Miyazaki wanted Demon Souls to make with the proper budget. And even with the proper budget, they still got knocked over by Lost Izalith. I mean, even he said that Lost Izalith was a mistake, and he wanted to fix that, but was not given the time. He could have fixed it with the remaster, but it's fine. So, these two are the same game to me. Dark Souls 1 and the remaster, they're the exact same game. They literally changed nothing except gave this one 60 FPS, and maybe made the multiplayer slightly better. It's the same game. So they both get us for me. I could be a real bitch and be like, oh, the remaster didn't add anything, but I don't... It's the same thing. It's kind of what I wanted, so it doesn't really bother me too much. Okay, I'm going to skip Dark Souls 2 and 3 for right now, because I got some to say about them. I lie. I'm going to do Dark Souls 2 base, because I want to show off this really nice steelbook I got from a retro game store. It's the Faram set. I like it a lot for Dark Souls, and it also comes with the soundtrack, which is not as good as the first ones. But for Dark Souls 2, of all of them, to get the really, really, really nice steelbook is a little funny to me. But Dark Souls 2 just base, without the Scholar of the First Sin stuff, throw that in C. It's not a bad game. It's just a mess. Honestly, I might even put that to a D. We'll see. We'll see where that goes. But I'm skipping Scholar of the First Sin and 3 for now, because I have some to say. I'm doing Bloodborne. Easy. I can't say enough. I think I like it as much as Dark Souls 1. Just the stuff that they innovated on and fixed, and how faster the combat is, and how much it encourages you to be offensive rather than being on the defensive constantly is great. I really liked Bloodborne a lot. I don't have that physically. I bought that. I didn't even buy it. When I got my PS4, it was on PlayStation Plus. So I got that and Ratchet and Clank, I think. Maybe some will remember when that was a PlayStation Plus. I had a burp. Okay. Sekiro. This is the one I haven't beaten, and I'll specifically tell you why. It's my fault. okay? Because old habits die hard, right? This game is heavily reliant on you blocking and parrying, and dodging does not really work the way it does in other Souls games. I don't play with a shield, and I never parry. I only ever block. And so to completely readjust my playstyle is just a clusterfuck, and I have no idea what I'm doing half the time. So I think the furthest I made it is, like, there's some village that's, like, on fire. I couldn't even tell you what's going on. I've played it twice now, and I've stopped like every single time I get there. Or sometimes they'll even stop at that boss in the big battlefield thing. I can't remember his name, but the big boss in the battlefield thing on the horse, just because that one's so dependent on parrying. It's my fault. I do need to go back and play it because it is really good. It's just I can't adapt, and I know that's on me. I'm not going to pull a DSP Metal Gear Rising Revengeance here. I know that's on me, and I need to just fix my shit. So one day I will play it, and I will adapt. But for right now, it's going in A, because it is really good, even though I can't play it correctly. It is a really good game. It's super polished, super good, very different, and that's the issue, is that it is different. And then the last one that I'm gonna throw on here for me is Elden Ring. Just beat it last night after 75 hours. That Kotaku article, or whatever the fuck that was like, oh yeah, it takes like 46 hours to beat. You're full of shit, and you know it. It does not. So this already came out in February, and I don't need any other game to release this year. This is game of the year for me. I'm done. Yeah, it really, it's going an S, because it really brought back a lot of that nostalgia for me the first time playing through Dark Souls, and just exploring and finding new things, and it just that real sense of discovery that Dark Souls gave to me, I felt again in Elden Ring, and I haven't felt that in any of these other ones. The Bloodborne's just up there just because it's really fucking good. Yeah, Elden Ring to me is like on par with Dark Souls 1. I'd almost say to me that like the top 3 would go DS1, Elden Ring, and Bloodborne. It's that good. For it to be someone's first Souls game, I don't know how that'll go. Look up some guides, get some help if you need it, you know, do what you gotta. You're not in the wrong for needing help. It's okay. Yeah, I think it's super good. Okay, let's get on to the big hot button issues here, alright? Here we go. So Dark Souls 2. I have 3 copies of it, okay? I have the trilogy on PS4, I have the original Steelbook that I showed earlier, and then I have the Scholar of the First Sin, because ironically it was cheaper buying this than it was to get the DLC when I bought these. So yay. Now, boy, I peaked the audio. Let me try that again. Boy. Dark Souls 2 is not a very good Souls game. It messes up royally on a lot of the things that Dark Souls 1 established, and instead of improving on them, it kind of fumbles, forcing you to level up a stat for iframes in a dodge roll is awful, especially for someone like me who hates to use shields and just doesn't use them. So that sucks. The world is a lot less interesting to me, anyway, from Dark Souls 1, and I kind of think the weapon stance system thing where you have like 2 of the same type weapons and you can like do wacky shit, it doesn't pan out as well as I think that they hope, because it's just like it feels the same. It doesn't matter if you're holding a short sword and a broadsword, because they're both like slash type weapons. You're not gonna get a different animation or different fighting style as you would holding 2 short swords. So as long as you have like 2 slash weapons, they don't have to be the same, and you'll still get like the exact same attack out of it. Like it's just missing. It's missing very small things, and life gems literally feels like a band-aid on top of like the not really polished hitboxes and whatever, just because by the end of the game, when you're getting so many soul, like the proper way to play Dark Souls 2, level up, don't bother saving your souls, immediately buy as many life gems as you can, go back into it, and if you need to, just duck out and buy more life gems, because they're almost more effective at healing you than Estus. So that being said, Dark Souls 2 from a game development standpoint is super interesting to me. It's just interesting to me to see the things that it falters on that Dark Souls 1 had already like pre-established and had fixed and good, and how it didn't improve on any of that and in some cases made it worse. And then other things it introduces that Dark Souls 3 just takes wholeheartedly and does improve upon. I don't know, Dark Souls 2 is the hardest one in the very beginning, and then it just becomes a joke. Like it's weird, okay? I feel very weird about Dark Souls 2, and that makes it really interesting to me. It's definitely the weakest one out of all of these, gameplay-wise, but to me, fundamentally, it's the one I feel like I'm gonna go back and play before anything else. So Scholar of the First Sin Edition specifically is getting a B from me. 3, which, again, the trilogy, and then I also have the Fire Fades edition because, spoiler, when the DLC comes out, and if you give it like a couple months, GameStop will have this for like $3. So you just go there and pick that up instead, and boom, you got all the DLC. I have a wrapper on my desk I found. So 3 is a very good game. It's a very good starting game for the Souls series, I think. It does a lot. It improves on almost everything that Dark Souls 2 introduced. It introduced the FP meter thing and weapon arts, which I think is wholly better than the weapon stances. But there's something off about Dark Souls 3, and I don't know what it is. I've never jived with it. I've only ever beat it once, and I never want to go do it again. I've tried, and I always get to that, I can't remember what the fuck it's called. It's that village with the sewer system with a bunch of rats. It's like the third area or something. I always get there, and I'm just like, eh. Like, I beat the Curse Rod of Greatwood, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to play it anymore. And I'll always go back and play like Bloodborne or Dark Souls 1 again instead. Well, now Elden Ring. So, I don't know. It feels really fan-fiction-y to me too, where it's just like, it really feels like Miyazaki saw what happened with Dark Souls 2 and just played it super safe with 3 is what it feels like. The boss fights are really good. The Sister Fried fight is probably one of the best in the series, and Gale is a fantastic closer to the entire Soul series as a boss fight. But the Lord of Cinder is kind of a letdown. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about it. I'm gonna get crucified for this because I can't elaborate and explain as to what my reasonings are that I don't like this one as much as everyone else does. It also just doesn't feel good sometimes. Like, the control is great, and it's definitely like leagues above DS2. It's very clearly used on the same like engine and gameplay formula that Bloodborne used, and Bloodborne is very fast, very, very offensive. If you're defensive, it's like not in your best interest to be defensive. And with Dark Souls 3, it always feels like the enemies are attacking way faster than you could ever even account for. So I don't know. It kind of just feels like a Bloodborne mod to me, almost. So listen, I'm gonna get crucified for this. Dark Souls 3 just doesn't click with me. I don't get it. I don't get it either. I don't understand why. I have no idea. But that's the list for me. Yeah, I think that's where I'll probably stick it. So that's my list. Please make fun of me in the comments for having the wrong opinion. It's great. That's that, I think. I don't know how to end this. I'll leave it with this, I guess. The good news is there's not one bad Souls game at all. They're all pretty good, unless you're like me and can't get Demon's Souls to run on the PlayStation 3 for some reason. And I don't know, maybe I just haven't given 3 enough chances, but I've tried to play it like 4 or 5 times. I've only beaten it once. I don't know, there's just something about it that doesn't click with me. Yeah, I almost like it. I do like Dark Souls 2, at least with the DLC, more than 3. And I just can't really like elaborate on why that is. It's just a feeling that I have, and I can't quite put it into words. So, do you like my background? So that's where I'm going to leave it. Thanks for watching this weird video. I hope everyone hates me now, and that this should be a fun one. But yeah, play Elden Ring. It's really good. Super, super good. All that hype that you see on Twitter is justified. Baby got toy stuck under desk. So yeah, that's where I'm going to end it. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment and make fun of me down below. I appreciate it. YouTube does too, apparently. If you like the video, you know what to do. I don't want to spout jargon and nonsense. But yeah, play the Souls series. If you're afraid, get help. Don't be afraid to look up guides. And just don't listen to the Souls community at large, because most of them suck. and they'll be mad if you're not one-handing everything, or no weaponing. They'll be mad if you're not fighting everything with just your bare hands, because they didn't do it either. They just watched somebody on YouTube do it. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this. The links for social media and stuff are in the description, because YouTube apparently likes to pretend the description doesn't exist anymore. Links, social media, Twitter, all that stuff's in the description. I have a second channel where I upload full live streams, or at least attempt to. It's kind of slowed down as of late because I've just been really busy, but it's a work in progress. I got a lot of stuff to catch up on. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Goodbye. That's it. Bye. I think maybe. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Bye.